The paradox of desire, how wanting less can bring you more. In our modern world, we are constantly bombarded with messages telling us that more is better. More success, more possessions, more experiences. This endless pursuit of more is often framed as the path to happiness and fulfillment. However, there's a growing body of thought, both ancient and modern, that suggests the opposite may be true. Wanting less, simplifying our desires, and focusing on what truly matters might lead to a more satisfying and fulfilling life. In this article, we explore the paradox of desire through the lens of ancient philosophies like Buddhism, Epicureanism, and Stoicism, as well as modern movements like minimalism. Drawing from the insights of renowned philosophers such as Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, we'll uncover how managing desires and cultivating gratitude can lead to a deeper sense of contentment. The paradox of desire, exploring the endless chase for fulfillment. At its core, the paradox of desire is the idea that the more we chase after things, whether it's wealth, status, possessions, or even experiences, the less satisfied we become. This concept suggests that unchecked desires create a cycle of craving and dissatisfaction, where the pursuit of external rewards often leads to fleeting moments of joy, followed by a new set of wants. It's a never-ending treadmill that only serves to amplify our feelings of inadequacy and longing. The paradox lies in the fact that by letting go of these endless cravings, we can actually attain greater happiness, inner peace, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. This idea is not new. Philosophers, spiritual leaders, and thinkers across time have repeatedly emphasized the importance of managing or reducing desires as a means to find true contentment. The wisdom of ancient traditions like Buddhism, Stoicism, and even Epicureanism reflects a universal truth that fulfillment doesn't come from external acquisitions, but from mastering our inner world. Yet despite these timeless teachings, many of us find it difficult to break free from the grip of desire. We live in a society that constantly bombards us with messages that equate happiness with more. Whether it's advertisements urging us to buy the latest gadgets or social media showcasing the highlight reels of other people's lives, we are conditioned to believe that our happiness is just one purchase or achievement away. But how can we overcome this conditioning and embrace the paradox that less can be more? The nature of desire and why it's hard to escape. Desire, at its root, is a natural part of being human. It's what drives us to seek food, shelter, companionship, and safety. But in today's world, desires have evolved far beyond basic survival needs. Modern desires are often inflated by societal expectations, personal insecurities, and the constant pressure to keep up with others. We no longer want just enough. We want abundance, excess, and validation through material success or status. The problem with this unchecked desire is that it's insatiable. As soon as one desire is fulfilled, another takes its place. This is known as the hedonic treadmill, a psychological phenomenon where the more we get, the more we want, leaving us perpetually dissatisfied. Whether it's climbing the career ladder, buying a bigger house, or gaining more followers on social media, these external pursuits often leave us feeling empty because they don't address the deeper need for inner contentment. Furthermore, our modern consumer-driven society is designed to exploit our desires. Marketers and advertisers have perfected the art of creating needs we didn't know we had, making it all the more challenging to detach from the constant cycle of wanting. This relentless focus on external rewards can make it difficult to see that true happiness often lies in what we already have, rather than in what we are chasing. Buddhism and the roots of suffering. Buddhism offers one of the earliest and most profound perspectives on the nature of desire. According to the teachings of the Buddha, desire, or tanha, craving, is at the root of human suffering. The Four Noble Truths of Buddhism outline how this craving leads to a cycle of attachment and suffering known as samsara, a cycle that only ceases when we achieve enlightenment by extinguishing our desires. In Buddhist philosophy, not all desires are harmful, but unbridled desires, especially those rooted in attachment to material or transient things, lead to suffering. The key is to cultivate detachment and a sense of inner contentment, free from the need for external validation or possessions. Mindfulness and meditation are central practices in Buddhism, helping individuals become more aware of their desires and break the cycle of craving. By cultivating a sense of presence and inner peace, Buddhists aim to transcend the constant longing for more and find contentment in the present moment. Epicureanism, pursuing the right kind of desires. While Buddhism advocates for reducing desires, Epicureanism offers a slightly different approach. Founded by the ancient Greek philosopher Epicurus, this philosophy suggests that not all desires are harmful. In fact, Epicurus believed that certain desires, when carefully chosen, can lead to a more pleasurable and fulfilling life. Epicureanism distinguishes between natural and necessary desires, such as food, shelter, and friendship, and vain or unnecessary desires, such as wealth, fame, and luxury. Epicurus argued that the key to happiness lies in satisfying our natural and necessary desires while minimizing or ignoring the vain ones. By doing so, we can experience simple pleasures and avoid the anxiety that comes with chasing after external success. For Epicurus, pleasure wasn't about indulgence or hedonism, as it is often misunderstood today, but about tranquility and the absence of pain or distress. True happiness, in his view, comes from simplicity, moderation, and the cultivation of relationships, practices that align closely with the modern minimalist movement. Stoicism and the art of managing desires. Stoicism, a philosophy that emerged in ancient Greece and flourished in Rome, offers another powerful framework for understanding and managing desires. Stoic thinkers such as Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus taught that desires should be brought under rational control to achieve a state of inner peace and virtue. Stoicism teaches that external events are largely beyond our control and that our emotional well-being depends on how we respond to those events. A core principle of Stoicism is the idea of focusing only on what we can control, which includes our own desires and reactions. Stoics believed that unchecked desires, especially those for wealth, power, or fame, lead to unnecessary suffering because they create dependency on external factors. Instead, the Stoics advised cultivating apatheia, a state of emotional equanimity where we remain undisturbed by external circumstances. By reducing attachment to outcomes and external rewards, we can maintain inner calm and resilience no matter what life throws our way. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often reflected on the fleeting nature of life and the futility of placing too much importance on material success. He reminded himself and future readers that true strength comes from within, and that the key to happiness lies in accepting what is beyond our control and mastering our own desires. Minimalism and the power of simplicity. In recent years, minimalism has surged in popularity, emerging as more than just a design trend, but a comprehensive lifestyle philosophy. It reflects timeless wisdom found in ancient schools of thought like Stoicism and Epicureanism, both of which stressed the importance of simplifying one's desires and focusing on what is essential for a content and meaningful life. Minimalism is about stripping away the excess, not just in terms of physical possessions, but also commitments, distractions, and even the mental clutter that can cloud our judgment and peace of mind. At its heart, minimalism challenges the deeply ingrained belief that more is always better, that accumulating wealth, material goods, or even status will inevitably lead to happiness. Instead, it offers a counterintuitive solution: less is more. Minimalism advocates intentional living, where individuals consciously choose to live with fewer possessions and focus their time and energy on the things that truly align with their values. This can mean prioritizing relationships, personal growth, or meaningful experiences over the relentless pursuit of material success. Decluttering, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, plays a key role in minimalism. By clearing away the non essential, we create room for what really matters, whether that's more time for self reflection, creativity, or deeper connections with loved ones. It's not about living in deprivation or rejecting all pleasures, but rather about curating a life that is rich in purpose and fulfillment, unburdened by the distractions of consumerism and societal pressure. Minimalism also aligns closely with Stoic and Epicurean ideals, where true happiness is found not in indulging every desire, but in exercising restraint and focusing on what brings lasting satisfaction. The Stoics believed in mastering one's desires and being content with what one has, while the Epicureans advised pursuing only the necessary pleasures, those that contribute to a life free of pain and anxiety. Minimalism takes these ideas and puts them into practice in the modern world. It encourages people to let go of the unnecessary and the superficial, allowing them to concentrate on what truly brings peace and contentment. In a world driven by consumerism, where we are constantly bombarded with advertisements and messages telling us to buy more, own more, and do more, minimalism offers a refreshing alternative. By downsizing one's home, reducing excessive spending, or decluttering a packed schedule, the minimalist lifestyle allows people to regain control over their time, attention, and energy. Instead of being swept up in the endless chase for more, minimalism enables individuals to live mindfully, make intentional choices, and ultimately lead more fulfilled lives, embracing the paradox of desire. In a world that constantly encourages us to want more, the teachings of Buddhism, Epicureanism, Stoicism, and minimalism offer a refreshing and counterintuitive perspective that wanting less can actually bring us more. By managing our desires, focusing on what truly matters, and cultivating inner peace, we can break free from the cycle of craving and dissatisfaction. Musashi, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, Epicurus, and countless other thinkers have shown that true happiness lies not in accumulating more, but in mastering the art of wanting less. By embracing this paradox, we can live more fulfilling, purposeful lives, rich in meaning and contentment. Whether you're drawn to Stoicism's focus on emotional resilience, Buddhism's teachings on detachment, or minimalism's call for simplicity, the message remains the same. Sometimes, less is truly more.